The Bend Pyramid is an ancient Egyptian pyramid located at the royal necropolis of Dahshur, approximately 40 kilometers south of Cairo, built under the Old Kingdom Pharaoh Sneferu. A unique example of early pyramid development in Egypt, this was the second pyramid built by Sneferu. The Bend Pyramid rises from the desert at a 54-degree inclination, but the top section is built at the shallower angle of 43 degrees, lending the pyramid its very obvious bent appearance. Archaeologists now believe that the Bend Pyramid represents a transitional form between step-sided and smooth-sided pyramids. It has been suggested that due to the steepness of the original angle of inclination, the structure may have begun to show signs of instability during construction, forcing the builders to adopt a shallower angle to avert the structure's collapse. This theory appears to be borne out by the fact that the adjacent Red Pyramid, built immediately afterwards by the same pharaoh, was constructed at an angle of 43 degrees from its base. This fact also contradicts the theory that at the initial angle the construction would take too long because Sneferu's death was nearing, so the builders changed the angle to complete the construction in time. In 1974, Kurt Mendelsohn suggested the change of the angle to have been made as a security precaution in reaction to a catastrophic collapse of the Meidum Pyramid while it was still under construction. It is also unique amongst the approximately 90 pyramids to be found in Egypt, in that its original polished limestone outer casing remains largely intact. British structural engineer Peter James attributes this to larger clearances between the parts of the casing than used in later pyramids. These imperfections would work as expansion joints and prevent the successive destruction of the outer casing by thermal expansion. The ancient formal name of the Bend Pyramid is generally translated as Southern Shining Pyramid, or Sneferu, is shining in the south. Interior passages. The Bend Pyramid has two entrances, one fairly low down on the north side, to which a substantial wooden stairway has been built for the convenience of tourists. The second entrance is high on the west face of the pyramid. Each entrance leads to a chamber with a high, corbelled roof. The northern entrance leads to a chamber that is below ground level, the western to a chamber built in the body of the pyramid itself. A hole in the roof of the northern chamber leads via a rough connecting passage to the passage from the western entrance. The western entrance passage is blocked by two stone blocks which were not lowered vertically, as in other pyramids, but slid down 45-degree ramps to block the passage. One of these was lowered in antiquity and a hole has been cut through it, the other remains propped up by a piece of ancient cedar wood. The connecting passage referenced above end is the passage between the two portcullises. Pyramid Temple. On the east side of the temple there are the fragmentary remains of the Pyramid Temple. Like the Pyramid Temple of the Meidum Pyramid, there are two stelae behind the temple, though of these only stumps remain. There is no trace of inscription to be seen. The temple remains a fragmentary but it is presumed to be similar to that of the Meidum Temple. Satellite Pyramid. A satellite pyramid, built to house the pharaoh's car, is located 55 meters south of the Bend Pyramid. The satellite pyramid originally measured 26 meters in height and 52.80 meters in length, with faces inclining 44°30. The structure is made of limestone blocks, relatively thick, arranged in horizontal rows and covered with a layer of fine limestone from Jura. The burial chamber is accessible from a descending corridor with its entrance located 1.10 meters above the ground in the middle of the north face. The corridor, inclined at 34 degree, originally measured 11.60 meters in length. A short horizontal passage connects the corridor with an ascending corridor, inclined at 32°30 feet, leading up to the chamber. The design of the corridors is similar to the one found in the Great Pyramid of Giza, where the Grand Gallery takes up the place of the ascending corridor. The corridor leads up to the burial chamber. The chamber, located in the center of the pyramid, has a corbel vault ceiling and contains a 4 meters deep shaft, probably dug by treasure hunters, in the southeast part of the chamber. Like the main pyramid, the satellite had its own altar with two stelae located at the eastern side. Gallery. See also, List of Egyptian pyramids, List of megalithic sites. Notes. Footnotes. References. External links. Inside the Bend Pyramid.